Hey guys, welcome back to Dodgy D Garage. Tonight we're going to be looking at doing a brake upgrade on this Nissan Skyline here. But first of all, I'm going to hand it over to my colleague here at Dodgy D Garage. Damn, Dale, this is a sweet ride you got here. What, you know what this car is again? Oh yeah, that's right, it's an R32. Oh shit, we're filming, aren't we? Alright, shit. I better get out of the car and show you guys what we're doing tonight. Hey guys, welcome to Dodgy D Garage. My name's Dale, just like Dale as well, and I've been working on this car here for about a year straight. I've done a lot of DIY jobs on this, but really just starting to get into the DIY videos. So tonight we'll be looking at doing a brake upgrade on his Nissan Skyline here. So we're going from a 297mm rotor, I think it is, to a 324mm rotor from GK Tech online. Alright, so these are the brake rotors here that we'll be going to. They're the 325mm brake rotor. As you can see here, they're actually slotted as well, and that's to disperse the heat on the brakes. Now, when you have your slots on the brake rotors, what this does is it actually disperses the heat and allows you to avoid having brake fading, I believe it's called. And when you have brake fading, it's just not a good show. Your brakes don't work very well. They get really hard and they just don't work the way they need to. Now also with this kit, we've got the adapter plate that we got from GK Tech, and we need to bolt this on to use the standard GTST calipers. Also with this upgrade, we'll be getting some EBC yellow stuff Land Cruiser brake pads. Now these are a little bit wider to compensate the wider area that we need for the braking, but I don't actually have them at the moment, so tonight we'll just be having a look at seeing if this rotor, how this rotor fits and how it looks, and yeah, putting a wheel on and just seeing what it looks like. So hope you guys enjoy, and now let's get to it. Alright guys, now that I got my Japanese safety boots on, we're going to start this job. First we got to loosen the wheel nuts before we jack up the car, because there's not going to be anyone in there to put the foot in the brake, you know. So once we do that, we'll take the wheel off, and then we'll start by taking the caliper off and disconnecting all the brake lines. And then once we disconnected the brake lines, we'll take the caliper off and the disc rotor, and then we'll throw this new rotor on and then see how it looks by putting the wheel back on. Got the wheel off here, and we're gonna have a look now to see what we got to undo to get this caliper off. So just bear with me here, we'll have a look underneath. Alright, so we've got this one here. This is the brake line, so this is just a 10mm, I guess you'd call it a nut. We just unscrew this, take it out, and then we've got these two bolts here. So we've got one here and one down lower here. We just need to unbolt those, and then we can take the brake caliper off. Alright guys, so we got the caliper off here. This is it here. Big Sumitomo, and the pads actually don't look like they've got a bit more tread still in there, a bit more life. Probably resell those, get some money for them. Now I just wanted to show you a quick comparison of how small we're growing and to how big, like how much bigger we're gonna go. So that's the standard disc rotor there. So we can take that one off, throw that in the bin. If not, try to sell it, get some bit of money for it. I'm gonna go ahead here and try and pick it up from underneath. Damn, this thing is huge. This rotor is real. That rotor is a bit more heavy too, so that's the difference there. We're gonna call it a night to now, just because it's getting a bit late. So pack all this up, leave that like that for the night, and yeah, I'm gonna get back into it straight away tomorrow morning. Hey guys, welcome back to Dodgy D Garage. So we've been playing with this adapter plate here for the brake caliper, And just to show you how it runs, it bolts onto the back here, and by doing that we use these two small 10mm Allen key bolts, and they bolt onto the caliper, and then we've got the two more longer 10mm bolts that bolt onto the back here, and it just sits like this. So by having that spacer, it actually spaces it out to allow for the extra surface area we're adding to the braking. Hey guys, how you going? Welcome back to the garage. Just wanted to fill you in on a bit of an update. First of all, I've decided to change my garage name to Rage Garage, solely because I'm a pretty angry person, and when it comes to working on my car, if you know me, I get pretty violent and can say some colourful words. In saying that, also in the last couple of days I haven't been filming because I've been off sick and been pretty busy at work, so in that time as well, when I have had spare time, I've been getting my brake calipers refurbished at a brake shop here in Wynnum called Master Cylinder Exchange. They did a pretty good job, and I spray painted the front set, and I'm yet to spray paint the rear set, but I just want to show you here what they look like. So these are the front set, they're all nice and painted up in a semi-gloss black, and they're ready to be put on. I'll show you what the process is of putting the brake pads in and putting the discs on and how that works. These are the rears, so when they pull them apart and refurbish them, what they do is they replace the rubber seals in here, they pull the cylinders out and give them a quick buff and clean up, make sure they're alright. If they're not too good and they got some dings and scratches in them, they throw them out and replace them with brand new ones, which I got 3 out of 8 replaced in the front ones, which isn't too bad. The backs I didn't have to get any replaced. Other thing they do is when they pull it apart and they pull all the paint, they strip all the paint off and they re-spray paint it in this alright looking silver, but I'm not a very big fan of the silver, so I'll be painting it in the high gloss, semi-gloss black, which is also a high temp paint. I'll be putting the new disc pads in and the new disc rotors on, and then we'll bolt it all up and see how it looks. Alright, so what we'll need is our brake caliper, our 2 yellow stuff EBC brake pads. We've got 2 lock-in pins which sit across the top here, and then there's also a lock-in bar, I guess, and another lock-in bar like thing. So we're going to grab our brake pads, make sure the holes are across the top, as the lock-in pins will go through the 2 holes here. So just put this on the side. And once you got it there, just lightly press down on the pins, so save them falling out or sliding out. And then your other brake pad here, just going to put the opposite way. I might have to slide those pins back a little bit. And I find it easiest if you just put the brake pad up against the other one for now, because your caliper's on an angle on the bench. Just push it through. And then, now once you push these through on these Nissan brakes, you have to get there's 2 little pinholes on the top of these lock-in pins. You got to make sure they're facing up, because we need to put this lock-in bar in next. So what that does is we need to slide this into a hole on this side, and then if anyone knows an easier way or a better way, I just slide it in like that, and then once we slide that in, put it in those 2 holes. That's what she said. Might be a bit tricky sometimes, so you might have to actually turn the hole a bit closer to you. Put that side in. Now we'll just fix up this side. Yeah, but if anyone knows a better way to do that, don't feel free to put it in the comments. Now we need to put this on top here, and to do this you just spread the brake pads apart, and it's got one beveled edge on that side, and then it clips on to the other side. So the way I do it is I just put that on the put that on the underside, and then just slide this over the top till it clicks like that. And then you may just have to reposition everything here, as the center bit here sits across the top of the brake pads themselves. So just recenter everything there, and to make it easier as well, just make sure you push your brake pads out against the calipers there, against the cylinders there, just so it's easier to slide on over your rotor when you put it on. And that's it. Alright, so after building the brake caliper up and putting the pads in and all the locking pins, this is what the final product looks like. So when we go to put it together, what we have to do is, when you go to put all this together, put your adapter plate on first and bolt it to the car. And then once you bolt the adapter plate on, we're going to put the disc on. And then once you put the disc on, put your caliper on with all your brake pads and all your locking pins and whatnot. Once you do that, you want to hook up your braided line here to the back. And then after that, bleed your brakes and away you go. Alright guys, we've got the wheel on now. Just wanted to show you how much of a clearance we got. Running a 17-inch wheel here. So as you can see, it's pretty clear along the top there. And then as you get to the caliper here, there's probably about half a finger's gap on the top and bottom, but in the middle there, so you can fit your whole finger through. But yeah, overall I'm pretty happy with the setup, and yeah, can't wait to use it and see how we go. Alright guys, that's a wrap. I hope you enjoyed this video, and stay tuned for the next video I'll be doing, as I'll be doing the back brakes. Just a quick rundown, they'll be consisting of DBA disc rotors and the same, I think we're going to go EBC yellow stuff rear brake pads. I've got the rear brake calipers refurbished, and also I'll be getting Project Mu drift handbrake pads. So stay tuned for that next video. That'll be pretty interesting. It won't be as long as this video, but I'll show you how it goes, and yeah, see you later.